Ready? Let's load up some shit. There, we'll go down. Huh? Go down. Did we teach the tomorrow yet? Wait, what am I doing? Did we teach
I don't know.
Oh,
Right
yeah.
on the same corner there, though.
Oh, you're fine. Did we teach the tomorrow yet? So, what we're doing is side control. Where we always have kind of here. You can set it from here and from out. I'll just show it from here for now. A lot of times what I like to do is lifting this person's arm and pin it to the ground. Catch kind of here. This hand now comes from the head, but I don't want to like come super up because then Aaron's gonna start pushing me away, especially if you smart to push through the armpit, and then you can start kind of get stuck. So I just want to come from here, out under his arm, and bring it to my own wrist. So now I'm grabbing his wrist and my wrist. Under the elbow. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to pull Aaron onto the side, and I'm slowly gonna take his hand and put it underneath his body and start lifting up. So basically what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to take his hand and comb the back of his head if I can. Right? It's not going to work, but that's what I use. I want to make that arm come up. For mount, the same kind of thing. I'm going to push it on you, right? Catch this arm, nice and right. Here, catch, here. Now, I always come here because from here, I don't have any base. If Aaron wants to roll that away from me, it's very easy for him, especially being bigger than me, to get away. So once I'm here, I set it up here. Again, I start leaning and lifting. And it sucks. Keep pain in the butt. You guys can feel it too when we're going back and forth. But that's what we'll work on first. And you see me go for all time, Aaron goes for all time. It's one of the most kind of common.
Works your defense too.
Yeah, it works really
like
good.
if I get him when he's on top of me, just roll over.
So we'll go over that a few times. Again, it's just one wrist under the elbow and your wrist. And I don't like to do thumbs. Aaron's smart. He'll just roll his hand toward my thumb and it'll come right out. Right? It sucks because what he's doing when you go ahead and do it slow, he's putting a lot of pressure on that thumb and I'm trying to fight and it's just my thumb against his whole hand. So I like no thumbs, so when Aaron goes to try to roll away from me, he can just keep rolling. It just helps me pull that in. The thumb's not really kind of hurting myself. So here, no thumbs. Alright, let's do a shot. I'll go you two and you. So you see kind of you're like blocking, right? And so what I'm gonna do is I'll take his hand and put it on my bicep. So now you're gonna turn side down to where my elbow bends and turn to my. See, now I'm turning. Right now you slide all the way down. Now see, because I feel like the time you don't let go of my arm, and like you're fighting, you still kind of slide it down. So now you're stuck. Now this hand's gonna come out and go underneath my bicep. So where you're grabbing, so under it,
wrist?
Yeah. Okay. Like reverse, like a reverse motorcycle. Go forward. Yeah. See how much tighter that brings up? Now, that. Yep, but lean more toward like my hips. When you're gonna bring this underneath me and try to push it up to my head. Here. Now basically this arm is just pushing my hand to the back of the head. As you're slowly lifting it up. Yep. Like that. Yep.
I have to pull you to myself.
Yeah, but you don't want to pull it too far so if you get way down.
Okay.
Right here. Catch. Yeah, and then slide underneath. I bring this and I roll my wrist down so I can catch you. Now what I'm doing is I'm just leaning on his back leg to lift you up. And now I'm starting to bring that on. And you gotta feel it here. Yeah, so I'm just kind of leaning on this because it's part of your body to keep heavy. So that way if you try to roll this way, I'm not too far back, and then you can kind of let it roll on top of me. Okay, so it's kind of working out.
I know, but at least make it hurt.
Really don't tap to him.
Yep, hands in that, wrist in that. And what helps right here is roll this wrist to your body.
Well, it's basically like a stretch.
Yeah, so now it kind of
Once
pulls
I
it.
start feeling it stretch out,
And basically what it does is you just your muscle toward you and then you take your body against my hand. Because you're just kind of keeping me stuck here with your kind of flexing on me.
That's the stop point, yeah, right there.
You did not want like before.
And then to the end, once you get that mission, you want to
That's
every
not-
eye,
That's
kind
not
of climb the hand off.
That
So
one
here,
so
what
is-
I would do is I would grab
Fight,
this,
yeah.
now I'm gonna start trying to fight underneath.
Oh shit.
Because I'm still on bottom.
Yeah, I was still like out of that freaking
Another good thing is too is we kept it before. It's just to bring this to the inside and kind of fight and just stay here.
That jar's my hand up actually.
And then you just kind of like, until he decides to like, you can do it.
Good. I thought you said you were getting stronger. Why?
Not that much.
Well, I understand.
Lie detector determines that was a lie. Wyatt said he's getting stronger.
Go get. Yep. And when you finish this time, just try to get my hand under my body and then just go really slow for a minute. It's going to be really tight. Because the hand out here is not as tight, but under here is where it makes all these muscles so
I
flexible.
can feel it. As soon as you put your hands right behind your back, it's worse, way worse than.
He's been there. How long he's been there? Go ahead and connect. No, I'm gonna try to like get my arm.
Now we start leaning and nice and slow.
Yeah, I think it's hard. I probably could,
Yeah.
but
Because when you're that
Pulling
tight,
on
it
the.
doesn't take hard.
No, I even on my
I think you should be able to bust out of that.
I don't you'll see me moving
behind my
forward.
back.
And if somebody else at the match, we're still going on racing for this. You're like, you probably do facing body up on the and my whole body is your one arm.
Well, dude,
So
realistically,
I don't have to rip
no,
your arm
you-
off. I can just.
There's not. You'd have to be a freaking moose to be able to actually pull
once it's
yourself out
behind
of
that
this.
point,
But
You'd have to be insane.
do it one more time. This time,
All right,
you
so
like the side.
Now for you, that's the only.
So I would try to do
Grab that
this.
thigh, start putting it on, and now bring your bottom arm under your body and start now bringing your head in. Yep, and now you start to turn, because that way it's hard for me to keep that on.
Okay.
I might be able to switch like an arm bar if I keep standing.
Well, yeah.
By the time you get my
But
wrists.
still, that's keeping our
Because a lot of guys,
moves.
they'll just start spinning to go on and again. Oh, right. They'll just like that. And now once they're here, then I can keep it.
Oh, okay. You're already on the damn. Okay.
But again,
Yeah.
that's step 2, step 1. Wait, a few more times, so we'll move on. How you guys doing over there?
I'm pretty good.
Go.
What?
This hand's out so far. Think about how far that is. Yeah, now go nice and slow.
Okay. So you can. I'm just trying to see what's better.
Nice and easy. So, now we're gonna go over arm triangle, which is another fun one that works from a lot of positions. So, with me, I'll use Aaron again. So, this happens again. It can happen from mount. A lot of times it happens from mount. It can also happen from side control. We'll show mount first because this is where it most likely is gonna happen. You're gonna be here, trying to crush this person, right? They're doing exactly this. They're trying to block. Maybe they're pushing on your neck, right? Or they're trying to get that space. We're gonna catch this elbow, right? Like the bend of that elbow. We don't want to be down too far because then it's there and fighting me and it's kind of strong here. Go ahead and push on me. Yeah, it's kind of hard, right? But if I come to like the sickest elbow, I'll go ahead and push on you. It's a lot harder than that. Right? And that's literally go ahead and push down. I'm trying to push as hard as I can. But here, just this little spot, I'm going to push down.
Okay.
It's just from that leverage, that elbow. So I want that. And so once I'm here, now Aaron's kind of pushing hard on my neck. I can feel him pushing away, right?
Yeah.
I just slide and put my head down. Ear goes to Aaron's ear. Most times I don't want his hand to be here, I want it to be here. So when I pop, first thing I do is I go ear to ear. And I'm now hand to hand and I'm kind of hovering him. This foot now is going to slide across his body. We're going to walk out into a T. Now I just slowly push my ear in Aaron's ear as I'm squeezing my elbow. Here. Here. Now, if they're not tapping, the smaller guys, I'll lay down. To a little minute. So then I'm really pushing hard and squeezing. And this sucks because basically your own arm is choking yourself. And so basically you're kind of like, don't hit yourself, it's like don't choke yourself. It's kind of the same concept. It's like, it really sucks if you put in this position because once your arm is there, like we were talking about with the warm, it's kind of dead now. Once it's here, it's so hard, it's just a fight with that. So it's your whole body probably. The arm's not going to do anything.
You have to be a fucking loose, right?
Side control works really well too. When this guy really starts pushing, right? He starts pushing me, he starts getting here. Then I'll just slide. Right, but maybe it's from this guy who doesn't get this arm. Right? He kind of slides his arm in at our armpit and he starts fighting us. Right, start to push. I'll then catch the head.
push it.
This also works in a position where we're in this position here. Which you'll see Aaron do that to me a lot because it fucking sucks. If you can get my elbow, but I try not to let it. So, our arm triangle is pretty simple. Here. My ear to his ear, let my belly flat, and now I'm just pushing my head forward. And then pull my elbow. Basically, I'm trying to pull my elbow like underneath my body. But no, it's just not going to. That's the kind of way I do this. Just keep pulling my arms and pushing. And as you can see, I don't squeeze and try to yank it. I just nice and slow. The slower you do it, the less likely you're going to slip or have his momentum push you away. There, you got it? Oh, another position is
Practice it a little bit.
we'll go from here. Go to the back. Another good position this works from. We worked this a lot too already. We have our seatbelt. We start getting away, the guy starts getting away from us, right? This is happening a lot when he starts turning into us. He starts turning away, go ahead and put it in the air. Yep, I start turning my body. My head comes in.
Oh, it's already ready. It's already set.
No, I'm turning.
It's already there. Okay.
From that seatbelt position. That's another good one too. Yeah, and then you just kind of sit. Because a lot of times, we kind of have this problem with all of us, is like, God, every time I get that back, if you're noticing, you got to stay straight with that person, right? Once they kind of get that key. So once they get to that key, this is where we start abandoning that. And it starts spinning back. So we kind of go on where we kind of apply it. So let's just try that a couple times. We'll do it from each position if you want
Yeah,
to.
for sure.
The only big thing is good. Just remember, just stay tight. And don't like muscle. Just nice good firm grip. And then use your head and your arm. So, pushing. The same thing. Do this one. All the way under this elbow. Come on. All the way up. Now, because usually we're trying to drive this into my face. And that's what I'm trying to make. Pushing you with. Now you're either one here. Go palm to palm. This elbow, tuck it into your body. See how tight that goes? Now go out one again with that arm. Yeah, see how
I guess I'm just pulling on the back of your
now
neck.
pull that over one.
Yeah, that's
Your plant in position.
That's what you're saying.
Now we just kick that leg off. We start to articulate to our L. Get our body flat. Now bring your elbow to your rib as you're pushing your head forward. Just like that. Think of and you'll feel it's like, oh, this sucks.
I think I tend to.
And usually, I like to go from the palm with one hand flat, hands flat on the ground. Yeah, I like to do this and bring this to the body.
Okay.
Doesn't matter whatever works in. And I also do it if you're strict like Aaron. Since he's got some big fucking, no, because he's got some big shoulders, that's good.
Okay.
Otherwise, if I try to get hand to hand, it's just,
It's not like a.
it's like a. Oh, yeah, right there. See, this is like, see, I don't like this. I don't like this. This is my prevention. So think the shoulder on the ground too.
This one.
Always flat. There you go. Now start walking more into your L. Now start bringing this in and pushing. See this?
It's kind of.
I think you can hear me a lot when you turn.
I guess, yeah, I gotta practice that a little bit more, but.
I think it's supposed to be. No, it's supposed to be on.
See, nice.
If I am in back, better than down.
Don't see once you get that feel, you're miles away. Then you're really pushing on that card.
So how do you get out?
So go ahead. Once I get you go push.
Say I got you here.
Okay.
You catch?
Now go ahead and push it. Go ahead and squeeze and try to finish
Yeah, son.
And now there's a few different things now.
It's not actually
Yeah, so come back. So what I'm doing basically, I call it answering the phone. So this is if they're super tight, you're gonna get this. Ideally, I want this. Now you can see how kind of shitty it is.
I see what
I'm
you're
pushing
saying.
me.
I see what you're saying.
But a lot of times you won't get that. You'll get this. Right? So when I get this with him, right? There's a couple times I'll do. I'll really try to get this. Or I'll feel you pushing hard this way, trying to finish super hard. Yeah, I'll try to do it.
Alright. I see what you're saying.
And then I'm still stuck, but
But you got me.
and then I start
Onto it. Okay.
fighting and
Okay.
Back.
yeah. So it's something once you get your seatbelt, Right now, let's say I just start kind of turning and I'm doing the right thing.
Yeah.
Because I want to get out of here.
Yeah.
So now what you're going to do is you're going to bring this elbow to my ear.
Okay, just elbow to your ear.
Just like you run flight control.
Better than I am.
Right there. Got your ear to my ear. Yep, there you go. Now, you're so now bring this hand to your other hand. Plant me in, elbow to your body. Nope, elbow to your body, far elbow.
This one?
This elbow to my body.
This elbow to your body.
Yeah, remember we're clamping it in?
That was more of a neck crank.
There you go, see, there it is. Now walk. Now walk.
Chin in here, so I couldn't do
So now,
it.
yeah, so you can only see you're already squeezing this side. So now you're gonna walk and you're gonna squeeze this side as you're walking.
Okay.
When I'm
Yeah,
going
this is
through, trying to do
No
that.
from this side.
So go ahead and again.
Actually, no, come back again. I'll try to
Now I start escaping. So now, right when I start escaping, you this elbow to my ear. And now we're gonna catch this when you're out. Now ear to ear. Now this far elbow, we're kind of into the body. There it is. See on fire. Okay. Hear my voice and elevators.
Okay.
And so when I do it to you, I'll see how it feels.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I'm going right there, you're sort of escaping. You set this leg out, you're sort of going. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm just gonna
I'm already 2 miles ago.
catch, and now this elbow's gonna come right here. Now you can kind of feel it over here.
I keep trying to put that on.
That's insane.
So make sure when.
So I have to do that though.
Yep, that's your idea.
Okay, that's my defense.
And I really like this one because you can just kind of start playing this already, and then start letting me escape. Let me escape. Now I can just kind of muscle you back. I see what you do. And just slowly. Okay. Back.
Keep going further. Okay.
Thank you, man. So I always think too is, go ahead and help. The second I feel this person's pushing that foot away, I'm already at shooter.
Already spinning.
Now you're here on, open up out. Now you just gotta get your ear and just get this a little deeper. Boom, there it is.
Okay. Now with this.
Okay. And then go out pretty quick with this one. Okay. Alright. How you guys feeling over there? Good? This is for what I do?
No, I'm just trying to practice defense.
Oh yeah, here, so do
So like,
oh yeah, you can do it for the switch.
I just want to.
Everything starts escaping, and usually what I'm already doing is I'm already here.
You already got your.
My hand's already kind of here because they're trying to choke, they're trying to get in the position, right? So I'm already kind of nice and tight.
So if I start going
When I
out.
start kind of here from here, you're probably usually pretty good. Unless I can kind of get you to roll
Yeah.
and then shift.
Okay.
But if I'm already here, by the time you start rolling, you'll be able to just start leaning back and move.
Yeah. Okay.
But you see,
But that, yeah, that really doesn't do anything
I'll
now.
get this as tight as I can.
Yeah, that really doesn't do too bad actually.
Like,
That's a hell of a lot easier than it is the other one, that's for
The
sure.
worst it's gonna do is it's gonna hurt the next day.
I guess, yeah, if I'm this small right here.
But
But that wasn't that bad.
it's like
That wasn't as bad as.
like what do you do like whiplash or sleep period? Kind of oh shit, that was weird. It was just something else. Those are two really good ones to work on. On bar, burning choke. Guillotine, we can go over that too. That one's pretty easy. You want to do it to me or you want to do it to you? So we're here. In this position where we're kind of been sprawling, we're trying to get this guy. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring my hand basically to where this part is on his neck. So I'm gonna be here and I'm gonna catch. Now I wanna make sure that his head's in my armpit as well, and then kind of clamp down. So here, I kind of clamp myself down. Then I grab my own hand. I start to sit back and bring my foot up, pull Aaron in, leg catches, and then I'm gonna You can do it also. You can do it also here, hand in. But the big thing is we really got to make sure we pull this up, not kind of like we're not like just squeezing him, we're pulling to it. So we're here, we sit. And a lot of guys will do is they'll try to like flex it. You got to pull that hand up. And it's all about just pulling that hand. And a lot of times I'm kicking away from Aaron because I'm trying to pop his head basically off. So that's up here. getting it in nice and tight, I'm pushing, and then this foot comes over the top. And now I just kind of crush it down. Defense for that, always chin to your chest. So when Aaron kind of comes here,
Yeah.
I'm always chin to my chest. It's hard for me to get that chin in. First thing I'm doing is fighting his hand. Grabbing his hand, grabbing his, usually not just the thumb, usually I can't grab that. But I want to make sure the hand is on my neck is when I'm fighting. Right? If Aaron grabs me, I don't want to fight this hand. Right? Because this isn't the hand I'm doing. I want to get that one that's on my neck and still. Now I'm trying to get here. Two hands are always better than one. So always 2 on 1. Now I've got it, nothing like tries to grab me, choke a different hand. It's pretty hard. Now you kind of get my head out. Hopefully get to a position where so it's always attack the hand that's choking me. Pull it down. Usually I get too much of the hand and pull it out. Another good defense is when they're choking you. Go ahead. Get this hand here and apply it. You kind of get that away. But most times when he chokes me like that, I'm catching one and then I'm trying to separate it.
Yeah.
So that way, when I get here, if I do, just like Aaron did, I try to push away. He just goes over my arm now. Just go over my arm underneath there now. Now it's a regular choke. Now it's just there.
Oh, now he's just on the front of you.
Now
Yeah.
he's just choking shit.
Yeah.
So we want to make sure that hand's off right. That's the first thing we need. So if you're ready to choke, attack that top hand underneath. But if we can get that first hand, yeah, that's probably going to come back.
Just keep chin down. Chin down, shoulders up.
Chin down, shoulders up. And like I was saying, when I'm usually here, I'm in my position to race up here, I'll try and go over there, and try and get that one up on that. Alright, let's roll. I think that's a good little,
Huh?
I think that was a good little introduction to some stuff.
Yeah.